New games, tons of updates, and a new significant sale. We have a lot to talk about today, but before that, do me a favor and check if you're subscribed to Nothing But Gaming. If you're not, then please take a second out of your day and hit that subscribe button to help us reach our monthly subscriber goal and to stay up to date with the latest PSVR2 news. Thank you so much to those that do it, and while you're at it, make sure you hit that like button as well. Your support is very much appreciated. Alright, let's talk PSVR2. Hitman World of Assassination has just released on PSVR2, and some VR fans are already thinking about the future. I recently came across an article from TechRadar that was written by Hamish Hector, and the title says, quote-unquote, "Never say never." We ask Hitman developer if Project 007 is coming to VR, and learn how Hitman VR was fixed for PSVR2. But let's focus on Project 007 here, since that's the main highlight of this article. So reading from techradar.com, quote-unquote, "Of course I took the chance to try and probe about the studio's two upcoming projects, Project 007 and the new Project Fantasy IP. Alas, Isco was on form and deflected my questions, but when I made my final gambit to jokingly ask about the possibility of Project 007 VR, he chuckled and replied, quote-unquote, "Never say never." Oh, and Isco is a senior game designer at IO Interactive, by the way. So should we take this as a confirmation that Project 007 is going to be a hybrid title on PlayStation? I think it's too early to tell, but at least we know it's possible. And I'm gonna go one step further and say it's highly possible, given the developer's history with VR. But obviously this is early days, so we're gonna have to wait and see, and in the meantime we have the ultimate version of Hitman to keep us occupied. Strategize to destroy waves of rogue robots, and assist the powerful turrets with a player-controlled drone. Build and collect resources, and help evacuate your crew from the alien planet. Iron Guard is a sci-fi tower defense game made in the spirit of classic RTS games. Lives of the surviving crew members are in your hands. Find out why the terraformer robots have rebelled and help evacuate your crew from an unknown planet, where survival is a new frontier. Iron Guard is now available to wishlist on the PlayStation Store. It is coming to PSVR2 and PSVR1 surprisingly. It's always good to see the OG PSVR getting new games in 2025. It features a complete 360 degrees immersive gameplay, multiple upgradable turrets, path blockers, mining harvesters, possibility of non-linear equipment upgrade between missions, a unique storyline, amazing voice acting, and especially various biomes with beautiful and stylized environments. So tell me, are you interested in picking up Iron Guard when it launches on PSVR2? Let us know in the comments below.
That's us. Question is, how in hell's name did we end up in this dilemma?
Originally scheduled to release this week, developer and publisher Mighty Ice has decided to push back the release of Wanderer: The Fragments of Fate on PSVR2 by a single week. You have every reason not to trust the new release date, but Mighty Ice says this is the final delay, so hopefully the game will launch next Thursday, April 3rd. Let's take a look at their statement. Quote-unquote, "Just a little more time. We know you've all been waiting patiently for the release of Wanderer: The Fragments of Fate. Unfortunately, we're delaying the launch one last time. We hear you, we know it's frustrating. After carefully evaluating a few key factors and discussing with our team and partners, we've decided to push the launch out just one extra week to 10 AM 3rd April. That's it, just one more week. So if you can bear with us a little longer, you'll soon be exploring the worlds of Wanderer: The Fragments of Fate. As a side note, please remember that our team is made up of humans, just like you. We've been working hard to deliver a truly special game. Your patience and kindness during these final days means the world to us, and we're grateful for your continued support and understanding as we put the finishing touches on what we hope will be an unforgettable VR experience." Now, I personally think Mighty Ice did the right thing here because, in my opinion, Wanderer cannot launch on the same day as Hitman. It just can't. That would be very stupid. But that's not all when it comes to Wanderer. Mighty Ice also gave us a release date for the physical version, aka the Nomad Edition, and it's June 13th. So for those of you who only buy physical, looks like we're gonna have to wait a couple more months.
It helps us blend in. And most importantly, we can take anything we want with us, wherever we go.
Following the story of Zombie Army, you return to the field as one of the Dead Hunters, an elite squad that is hunting down zombie war criminals. Fight your way through the Nazi undead army and help Herman Wolf, Dead Hunter's legendary leader, find his scattered family and end the zombie apocalypse. Developed and published by Rebellion Interactive, Zombie Army VR now has an official release date of May 22nd, and we're feeling pretty confident in this new release date since the game is now available to pre-order for $29.99 USD/euros and £24.99, and you get a 10% discount if you're a PS Plus member. So, will you be there day one for Zombie Army VR, or are you going to wait for reviews? Let us know in the comments below.
Father, I'm here. I'm trapped. Please let me out.
Ship is on fire! Indeed. Might I suggest a fire extinguisher?
A couple of weeks ago, I told you guys that Into Black, a highly rated sci-fi action game by the Binary Mill, is coming to PSVR2 soon. Well, today I have good news. The developer has shared more details on the upcoming PSVR2 version in a PlayStation blog post. So basically, Into Black on PSVR2 is going to have real-time shadows, new HDR lighting and volumetric effects, a much higher geometric density, enhanced textures, increased amount of flora and fauna, a higher resolution, eye-track dynamic foveated rendering, a smooth 90Hz refresh rate, and we're not done yet. Headset feedback, haptic feedback, and adaptive triggers. What does this all mean? Well, it means that as always, PSVR2 is gonna have the cleanest, most striking version of the game. Into Black is now available to wishlist on the PlayStation Store, so make sure you support the developer by adding it to your wishlist. The Binary Mill has also given us a release date for their other award-winning game called Resist. This is a first-person action-adventure game that is also highly rated both on the Quest Store and on Steam. And it is officially coming to PSVR2 just a couple of days from now on April 10th. Let me know in the comments below if you're looking forward to playing Resist and Into Black or not. I'm personally more excited about Into Black, but I'm interested to know what you guys think.
What's happening? Esper, can you hear me?
Good news for anyone looking forward to playing Firmament on PSVR2. The wait is almost over. Cyan Worlds has just put out a post on the Kickstarter page to inform us that Firmament on PlayStation is currently scheduled to enter certification on Sunday, March 13th. This means that if all goes well with Sony, the game could finally launch on PSVR2 next month. I don't need to tell you guys how insane this game looks. Like seriously, this might become the new graphics champion on PSVR2. Anyone who tried using hand tracking in Walls of the Wizard will tell you that it is awesome. Thankfully, Walls of the Wizard is not going to be the only game that supports this feature, as we now also have Masters of Light, a game that screams hand tracking, and I've said this ever since Sony announced a new feature. So if you have Masters of Light installed on your PS5, make sure you give it a try. One of the biggest PSVR2 launches of 2024 has just received its third major update. Skydance's Behemoth Patch 3 is now live, and it adds one of the most requested features from the community, New Game Plus. This new mode becomes available after you finish the game, and it creates a fresh game that inherits all of the progression that a player has acquired during their last playthrough. This includes hero weapons, strength abilities, hero weapon abilities, stamina and health upgrades, collectible and mini-boss weapons, but of course that's not all that's in this patch. Skydance Interactive states that they have improved the fidelity and reactivity of the Severin system, refined and tuned the strength activation visuals, improved the accuracy of hand grips across the board, all among many other fixes and refinements to the Behemoth experience. So if you still haven't picked up Behemoth yet on PSVR2, looks like now is the right time for you to do so. However, you probably shouldn't buy Behemoth just yet. Not because the game is not worth it. The game is absolutely worth it. But because there is a new massive sale on the PlayStation Store. And there are huge discounts here that I think you should definitely prioritize. You can now get Resident Evil 4 or 8 for just $19.99. That is a steal. No Man's Sky for just $23.99. Both Metro Awakening and Arizona Sunshine 2 for just $41.99. And the list goes on and on. I highly recommend you check out the spring sale section of the PlayStation Store and see the full list of discounted games for yourself. There are more than 80 discounts total. You don't want to miss it, and don't overstress yourself. The sale ends on April 23rd, so you have plenty of time to choose wisely. That's enough for me guys. I'm gonna leave you now with new update trailers for both No Man's Sky and GT7, and also a new sick looking gameplay trailer for Aces of Thunder. I hope you enjoy.